Have you ever been nervous before a key negotiation because you really want the deal to go through? In this video, I'll go over 3 habits that have helped me during my negotiations. First off, the most common mistake people make in negotiations is not seeing the second person. Here's why this is important. We don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. And because of this, we default to focusing on what we want, and naturally, that's what the other person is also thinking. Take this scene from The Devil Wears Prada. Watch how Andy answers this question. Notice that all of her focus is on herself during a job interview.
What are you doing here?
Well, I think I could do a good job as your assistant. And, yeah, I came to New York to be a journalist and sent letters out everywhere and finally got a call from Elias Clark and met with Sherry up at Human Resources. And basically, it's this or Auto Universe.
And contrast that with this clip from Better Call Saul.
Mr. Molina will stay in custody while you verify his very specific, limited information.
And what if what he tells us doesn't pan out?
Oh, well, then he just stays here. Oh, yeah. Well, if his information leads to arrest, then charges go away. Okay, now how can you say no to that? That is a win-win for you guys.
You'll notice that Jimmy doesn't talk about himself or his client at all, but instead he talks about what the DEA agents will get. The next mistake is a red flag that you need to watch out for. A change in terms after an agreement on price. This is actually what inspired me to make this video. For context, I work with YouTubers to write video scripts. Someone reached out to me and we agreed on a price.
Show me the money!
The deal was that they would do the research and I would do the writing. In one of their emails, they reached out and they said that I would now be required to do all of the research in addition to the writing without any adjustment in price. So if you ever find yourself saying or thinking,
I knew there would be a drop in quality, a 68%. This is not what I agreed to.
this is a huge red flag and this is a sign that you should probably stop and consider other options. A bad deal you go through with is much worse than a deal you don't go through with at all. And when something like this happens, this is the frame you want to have internally.
Agreed amount or no deal.
But how can you have the confidence to walk away when you need the deal to go through? To do this, avoid projecting perfection on an option. One mistake I've made in the past is thinking about how awesome it would be for me if the deal went through. This is a huge mistake because it takes away a lot of your negotiating power. There is a difference between wanting a deal to go through and wanting a specific deal to go through. Here we see Walter White and Skyler make this mistake when they get obsessed with buying a specific car wash just out of pride.
There's got to be dozens of car washes in this area. Who says it has to be this one?
I do. I say it has to.
Why?
I just do.
The obvious solution to this is having a lot of options at any time. But there is one mindset that helped me even when I didn't have a lot of options, and that's the 10-10-10 rule. You write down how it would feel if the deal didn't go through in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years. You will likely find that you will be disappointed 10 minutes later. Perhaps it even hurts a little bit 10 months later. But in 10 years, you will probably forget that this even happened. If it won't matter in 10 years, why let it matter now? And this mindset will let you go into a negotiation knowing that you don't need this deal to go through, but you would like it to go through. I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe to the channel for more videos coming soon.